All right, partygoers, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the galaxy's most popular pop culture podcast, brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network. Cut the music prints for all of your apparel needs. As you can see with Jordan's sweater, we still have some merch left, so feel free to hit us up. Big thank you to Peter over at Cut the Music Prints. Be sure to hit him up for all your screen printing needs. Our good friends over at Partial Apparel for all of your hats, beanies, and more, and embroidery, all that fun stuff. Of course, Sailfish Comics with 3 amazing locations in North Carolina, one in Winston-Salem, one in Concord, one right here in Greensboro. All your sports cards, Marvel Topps cards. We got some unboxing videos coming up. Graphic novels, action figures, and of course, comic book needs. And let's not forget our good friends over at Fox 8. Fox 8 WGHP right here in North Carolina with new episodes from us coming out every Wednesday. And then you can catch the full unedited episodes on our YouTube channel, Zero Dark Nerdy, at any time. This is your boy Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, here with Lucy as well as
Jordan, aka Baby Knife.
We've been a little under the weather the last few weeks, but we promised you that we were going to do a 2026 comic book movie episode. We did our 2026 movie preview for non-comic book movies. This one is for comic book movies only, and we'll dive into a little bit of the Disney Plus shows as well as the DC shows on HBO Max as we get into the big 4 that are coming out this year. First and foremost, we got Supergirl with Millie. You know, we butcher names here on Zero Dark Nerdy. I want to say Alcock from House of the Dragon. She made a quick little cameo in Superman. Directed by Craig Gillespie, I believe it is. He did I, Tonya, Cruella, and Lars and the Real Girl. So, very eccentric director. The theme for the first Superman film was Look Up, and the theme for this one is Look Out. Of course, we've already seen a couple clips of Jason Momoa as Lobo. Mwah, chef's kiss. He's always wanted to play Lobo. It's literally his favorite comic book character. He looks fantastic. It's definitely got a very Guardians vibe to it, which
Sure.
I'm excited about. And I believe it's going to be something different. So the release date for that, and again, for all of your cinematic adventures, be sure to hit up Golden Ticket Cinemas. They go out as far west as Colorado. If you're here in the Triad, Golden Ticket Cinema, Hollywood Ale House, that's where we go for all of our cinematic adventures. This one comes out on June 26th to really lead off what's going to be a very memorable and amazing summer. So, Jordan, what are your thoughts so far on Supergirl?
I'm excited. I really, really love Superman this past year. And the little cameo at the end of Supergirl already had me really excited before, the trailers have been dropping for the new movie. So I'm really hyped. The casting seems perfect. I watched a little bit of House of the Dragon, but I'm not a Game of Thrones watcher really. But
Not
she was
yet.
great in that, and yeah, it seems like great casting. I'm excited to see this kind of not opposite to Superman, but she's very different than
Yeah.
Superman as far as that goes. She's a partier.
Hmm.
She's after revenge. Oh, definitely going to be a grittier superhero than
Yeah.
Superman, I think, as far as
Yeah.
that goes.
It's
So,
based on the Woman of Tomorrow graphic novel. From what we can see from the previews, she was there when Krypton pretty much exploded, imploded, whatever it may be. So she's,
yeah.
practically an alcoholic, just trying to drown her sorrows, get her, I guess you could say, her feet underneath her or whatnot. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. I mean, last time I remember seeing Supergirl, that's not TV show based, was the actual Supergirl movie back in the 80s, which wasn't too bad. It wasn't great. And I am wondering if that actress will make a cameo in this, which would be pretty spectacular. But interested to see if Lex Luthor makes an appearance in this. He was in um, Peacemaker season 2 just this past year, which a lot of stuff was kind of tying into. We got to see the Super Gang in the first episode of Peacemaker season 2, part 1, or episode 1, which was really great to see, and the rapport that they had back and forth. And then on top of that too, we are getting lanterns this year as well Don't know how that's going to tie in. I don't know if there's a release date yet. I believe it's going to be spring or summer. So we don't know if it's going to tie in to Supergirl or not, or Clayface, which is another one that we're going to be talking about. But a lot of good stuff out there. And, one of my underrated gems from last year was the animated series on HBO, Creature Commandos. So good, quick watch, 30-minute episodes. The characters are great. Really, really good storyline. It's definitely a hard R when it comes to rating on an animated series. So, so far so good with James Gunn and company. Who knows what's going to happen with this whole Netflix Warner Brothers thing? We touched on it a few episodes back. But for right now, let's just enjoy the ride and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I also saw that, what's his name? Who plays Lex Luthor? Was this like he's jacked? Like he's getting ripped for the next Superman?
For the next one, I don't know so much about getting ripped, but he's going to finally wear his super suit.
Have you seen a picture?
No.
I've never seen that guy that big before.
Really?
Because he's always been really scrawny and everything. Sure. And even when actually we saw him at Spooky Empire.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
right.
In passing,
you did see him.
I didn't see him for long, but he had the blonde hair. He didn't look cute. So I gotta verify this. But if it's real, I'll put the picture in editing.
Well, they definitely said that his anti-Superman suit is going to make an appearance. It's one of the comic books I got you a long time ago that used to hang in your room, and one of the frames actually is where he's flying up. And I believe he's got Batman's cape, and he's also got Superman's suit. It was one of the Batman versus Superman ones. One of my favorite covers. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, we're excited for it. At the end of the day, we're going to go into it middle expectations as we should every movie.
It does look very, like you said, Guardians adjacent, which, of course, James Gunn. There's, a lot of parallels, it seems, in the trailer, too. It feels very Guardians. Yeah. And Guardians of the Galaxy is probably my favorite trilogy in the Marvel Universe, probably one of my favorite trilogies, period.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for that, but also at the same time, I hope it's not, too similar.
Right.
To where we're just getting like a DC Guardians.
Right.
So we'll see. I'm sure it's not. I think it's still going to be very different. And okay, well, Lucy's slamming on things. She has a lot of opinions about this.
Lucy's got some opinions on here.
Our
very own Supergirl right here. All right, so next one coming up right after that, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, July 31st. So this will be the fourth solo-ish Spider-Man film with Tom Holland. Zendaya's back. Sadie Sink from Stranger Things in I don't want to say uncredited, but right now a secret character. And we get to see John Bernthal on the big screen as the Punisher, which I cannot wait for. He's one of my favorite actors. You should know this if you watch the show. We had the pleasure of meeting him at GalaxyCon, I believe 2 years ago. Could not have been nicer. Love his podcast. Be sure to check it out, Real Ones with John Bernthal. And so excited to see him on the big screen. I think he is a fantastic actor and a great, great Punisher. So right now, so far confirmed, we have characters like Tombstone, Scorpion, who I can't remember the character's name, but he was Nacho on Better Call Saul. Awesome, awesome character on that show, and such a phenomenal show as well. And, of course, we're going to get some appearances in there as we lead up to the big one at the end of the year, Doomsday. So that one, I mean, definitely going to check it out. I've seen all of them in the theater. It's not going to stop now. This is, I think, one of the first ones that a lot of them have come out like 4th of July weekend. This one is at the end of July. But I also don't think that I wanted to go head-to-head with
Supergirl.
Odyssey. Well, that and Supergirl. So, and then, Tom Holland's about to have a big year because Tom Holland's also in the Odyssey, which we covered in our 2026 movie preview episode. So he's going to have two monsters coming out with him as far as monster hits. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Brand New Day? So this is also going to be more of a street level Spider-Man. Remember, just a quick recap, at the end of No Way Home, he did the cast a spell with Doctor Strange where nobody would remember him as Spider-Man or really as Peter Parker. So he's out in the world alone, no Tony Stark like Spidey suit. He's got pretty much the like the original Spider-Man outfit going on, more
Right.
street level stuff going on. I'm sure that Daredevil is going to tie into it, which I need to get caught up on Daredevil since it came over to Disney
Yeah.
Plus. I really loved it when it was on Netflix.
You still have time for
Yeah.
season 2 comes out when? Daredevil Born Again?
Oh yeah,
Season 2?
Daredevil Born Again is coming out
I wonder if it comes
fairly.
before or after.
I'm pretty sure it's before. I think it's in the spring. So yeah, I need to get caught up on Daredevil Born Again season 1,
Yeah.
and then Daredevil Born Again season 2. Yep, looks like March 2026.
Okay.
So plenty of time to catch up, friends.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it. There's not anything really out about it yet, except, that a teaser that wasn't a teaser that Marvel loves to do. Of just Tom Holland with the with the new suit on. And then we've seen footage, like behind the scenes footage of him like on top of a tank
Yeah.
going through New York or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I kind of need, like, I don't remember why did he do that? Why did he have to cast this film?
Because of all the excursions that were happening, or incursions with, and this is going to lead into Doomsday as well, too, when all the different variants were coming in. So it didn't matter that you pretty much had to make it to where nobody could remember him, so the incursions would stop.
Okay. This multiverse
I know,
stuff,
I got to watch it again.
I've never just
I got to
fully
watch it
grasped
again.
I'm just,
I am glad that we are getting out of the multiverse soon.
yes,
It's been
maybe.
it's been okay.
It's been fine. It's just really hard
okay.
for me to keep up with. So I can't imagine how hard it is for people like just now getting into Marvel. It's hard
Yeah.
to keep up with what is going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we got Supergirl, Spiderman, and then it's Clayface, right?
Yep. So Clayface, September 11th. Yep. Script from Mike Flanagan. So originally it was not going to be one of the initial DC Universe offerings. What happened was they got a Clayface script from Mike Flanagan, and then plans completely changed. So James Watkins from Speak No Evil, love that film, is set to direct a movie which centers around the original Clayface, a B-movie actor who becomes entirely made of clay. So we're finally starting to see more DC characters that aren't just the Joker, which I'm super thrilled about. As much as I love the Joker, and it's definitely one of my favorite villains of all time, DC, in particular Batman, has a lot of villains that have not either been done justice to, for the exception of the Penguin, and that's just recent, and that's really DC Elseworlds. That's not DC EU. So, that's part of the Batman and the Batman Part 2 coming out, which is not going to be tied into this DC universe, even though James Gunn has, say, and as well as Peter Safran, I think it is, over a lot of this stuff. But I am glad to start seeing more and more, like, DC villains come into play, and hopefully we'll get Hush. Hopefully we'll get a great
Poison Ivy
Iceman,
would be cool.
Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. There's just so many, and I like the Riddler from the Batman, and the Riddler's still around, obviously. I do want to see Barry Keoghan's, is that how you say it? I want to see his version of the Joker, because I really love the deleted scene, and I thought he did so well, and it's definitely more of a rated R, twisted, sick Joker, that you could just kind of see from, like, the little bit they show of his face has been scarred from the vat. So it's not the, just putting on makeup and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do want to see that version of the Joker, but, we'll see with Clayface. Again, going to go in, middle of the road expectations. There's really not a lot about it, and just kind of see what happens and go from there.
Yeah. I mean, as far as all the things go, the big movies, the big four, this is the one I'm most excited about, just because it is supposed to be rated R, body horror, so I love that.
Substance style.
Yeah, and I've seen like one behind the scenes footage, because I think they wrapped filming, or maybe soon, but the guy's face like all bandaged up and bloody and whatever, and so I'm hoping it is scary and dark and a good story. What really excites me about it is that we don't have a Clayface story as far as visual media, like
No, just animated.
as far
really.
as movies or TV
Yeah.
go. So
Yeah.
I love having like a fresh story because again, there's so many that like we don't need to keep regurgitating the same characters over and over again.
Agreed.
Especially when there's like already great performances and renditions of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like Heath Ledger's Joker is
Hmm.
something that's not gonna be topped for me. But like,
Yeah.
and then we've done various other Jokers. We had Jared Leto Joker, and we've had this and that. So we've got a lot of Jokers. So like you said, I'm ready for like. There's a lot of other menacing villains, um, and just characters in general that I'm really wanting to see, and that's kind of what I'm hoping Marvel's gonna learn at some point. Is that like we don't, there's so many characters to get into, which they do in the shows and stuff, like
Hmm.
Ironheart and, you know, Wonder Man now and Daredevil, things like that. But yeah, if they can just dial it in a little bit more on. I just love those like character stories. Like I love the Batman for that reason.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna like Clayface for that reason probably. Um, and like I like the DC one-off. I like the Joker. I
Hmm.
like those intimate character stories where
Yeah.
you get like a deeper look at
Yeah.
their lives. So I'm hoping Marvel maybe does a little more of that. Not they don't need to do just that. I would
Yeah.
just like to see that more.
Well, the
Um,
thing with Marvel too is that it all ties in for the most part to the MCU, whereas with DC and DC
right.
Studios, you can have all these different stories that don't have to be in the same universe, and you can kind of dive in, and everybody can have their favorites. Whether if it's the how do you, oh God, you'd think 8 years in I would get his name right, Joaquin
Joaquin.
Phoenix. A lot of people may love or not like his Joker. Of course, there's the Heath Ledger Joker. I can't wait to see Barry Keoghan's Joker. So it's good to have that variety, and of course, it creates some great debates and some great conversations. Whereas with Marvel, for the most part, Marvel Studios, especially moving forward, they don't really have like an Elseworlds or this, that, and the other. Everything is tied in.
Very
But
connected to
they did say
Doomsday. Yeah.
between Doomsday and Secret Wars, it is going to be a pretty much like a big reset, almost kind of like
Good.
a hard reset,
I cannot wait for
which it
that.
which it needs, especially
Yeah,
bringing
we
in
need that.
all the Fox stuff too.
Yeah, I'm
So
ready because I'm ready for the X-Men to come back and,
yeah,
you know, have its time to shine again and then just so many new characters like the Young Avengers and things like that coming in. But yeah, I'm excited for Clayface. I guess Mike Flanagan wrote Oculus, Hush, Doctor Sleep, Midnight Mass,
mm,
a lot of Stephen King stuff, which I have never seen Doctor Sleep or Midnight Mass or
Hush
any of
is
them.
good.
I did see Hush. Hush was pretty good. Oculus I saw forever ago. I don't really
It's not
remember.
bad. It's
But
not
my
bad.
favorite that he's written of all the list is Haunting of Hill House,
Mm,
which is amazing show based
yeah,
off, the Shirley
Netflix.
Jackson novel. I really loved Haunting of Hill House. So yeah, my expectations are pretty high for it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm hoping it's good.
And then last but definitely not least, December 18th, we got Doomsday coming out the same day during our 2026 preview as Dune. So a lot of people are calling it Dunesday. So no, I will not watch both movies in the same day. I will definitely go a day apart like I did for Barbie and Oppenheimer. But I will definitely see Doomsday first. A lot of people have asked, which one are you going to see first? Dune Part 3 or Dune Messiah or Doomsday? Of course, it's got to be Doomsday. I mean, RDJ's back. It's been a while now. It's a Christmas release, too, not a summertime release. And we get to see a lot of our old friends from the Fox Marvel universe. It's gonna lead to Secret Wars, which I've definitely touched on a couple episodes. One of my favorite Marvel storylines for Battle World, and it is going to wrap up the multiverse, which we cannot wait. And then we get to see the Fantastic Four come into this universe,
Hmm.
as we saw at the end of Fantastic Four, as well as at the end of Thunderbolts. So, of course, the Thunderbolts will be in it as well. Interested to see what's going to happen with Sentry. If he can
The new
avoid.
Avengers.
Yes, the new Avengers. That's right. That's right. Avengers with a Z,
Hmm.
with their NASCAR suits. So, I mean, yes, the hype is real. We were supposed to, apparently get like a teaser during the Super Bowl. That did not happen. We got 4 stories. They are confirmed that they are not teasers or trailers. Apparently, it's 4 stories that lead into Doomsday. One with Thor, one with Captain America, or it says Steve Rogers. It doesn't say Captain America. So it could easily be possibly Captain Hydra. We got the one with Thor. We got the one with the Wakandans and Ben Grimm, the Thing. And then what was the other one? Sorry, the X-Men one.
Oh.
Yeah, where it's showing Professor X and Magneto playing chess, and then you see Cyclops with Sentinels around him take off the visor and lets off a gigantic beam
I did
blast.
see that one. Yeah, that one's definitely the best.
That one's the best one.
Yeah,
best
that
one.
got me hyped.
Yeah,
I was ready.
they cannot wait. I mean, this thing could go for 5 hours, and I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now they're saying 3.5, 3:45 for the runtime. I'm good. Like I said, it can go longer. Doesn't matter to me.
Let's keep it there, please. Please not longer.
But yeah, I'm super excited to see what's next. They're finally starting to right the ship a little bit. But we did have some good shows there, which I think you wanted to kind of touch on a little bit.
Yeah, between, I guess leading into Doomsday, all the shows, Eyes of Wakanda I haven't seen yet, but that was that animated. I did watch Ironheart. I like that one a lot, and a lot of people think the tie-in is because Riri is able to combine like technology and magic, and so that'll play into like Doctor Doom, or also the stuff with Mephisto makes his first appearance in Ironheart, and there's a connection between Mephisto and Doom, and so people are speculating Riri will come into play that way, maybe. We got Wonder Man, which just came out, which I'm almost finished with. I really enjoy it so far.
So good.
It's such good storytelling, and the characters are great. The Hamish McEwen, I think that's the Sir
Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley. I love his character.
So
I think
good.
he's so cute. Such a cute little man, old man. I love his accent, everything. And Yahya Abdul Mateen. Hopefully I'm saying that
he's
right.
Great. He's so great.
He's been great as well so far. And so I'm excited to see how this show ends. I have no idea how half this stuff will tie into Doomsday, if it will. I can't tell anymore. But so far, it's great. And then Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will be coming out. Obviously, Spider-Man.
And, the Punisher special coming out before
Punisher
Spider-Man.
special. And then X-Men 97 Season 2 for the summer.
Finally.
And then Vision Quest, which is a direct sequel to WandaVision.
Okay.
And apparently it takes place like a year or so after WandaVision. And it's when White Vision who has Red Vision's memories but no like emotionality,
right?
So he's trying to like connect the dots there with Red Vision's memories of everything that happened in Wanda's hex and whatnot. And yeah, that one's based off a series of graphic novels too, where it's like Vision and his like synthetic family.
Okay.
So we'll see. I could definitely see the potential for Vision Quest to lead into something Doomsday related, because Wanda is just so, to me, so central to a lot of things in the Marvel universe.
Very powerful.
And being, as powerful as she is, and then, Magneto's coming in, and they have a connection as well. So I think Vision Quest will end up, leading into a little bit of happenings in Doomsday.
I really hope that we get to see, only because we have not seen him in so long, I really love Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. I'm hoping...
I don't think he's coming back. He's kind of said, I'm not coming back.
Really?
I don't know. It seems like there was some kind of beef with him and Marvel or
something. Man, he was great as Mark Spector. Goodness gracious.
I never saw Moon Knight, but I did
never
see
know.
that.
Money talks. Money talks, so...
See.
We'll see. So that's my kind of wish list. Of course, I'd love to see Blade, Wesley Snipes Blade, since the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
right
also
now.
It's also speculated 2026. We've heard that before though. So
well, because hopefully we do get a spinoff into a Midnight Suns with Blade, with Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. I would like to see whether if it's Nick Cage Ghost Rider or a newer rendition. Of course, the fan favorite is Norman Reedus. one of our personal favorites. I think he's a perfect Johnny Blaze. I've always loved the Midnight Suns, so to see any kind of iteration of that in the MCU, I would be super excited about. Is there anything, past Doomsday that you would like to see? Either someone that's already been out you'd like to see a little bit more of, or anything that you would just personally like to see?
Like, as far as superheroes go?
Yeah, as far as in the Marvel universe, whether if it's a movie or show.
I mean, I just love X-Men, so that's just my personal thing. I would love to see Halle Berry come back as Storm. But any kind of new Storm that's well cast, I'll be excited for. Storm's one of my favorite characters, Storm and Wolverine and X-23. But X-Men is just such a good. It's just always been, even the movies, even though I know some weren't great, it's always known what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just excited for, like, the mutants to really enter the Marvel universe, which it started to kind of with, like, the Marvels and Miss Marvel. And, Wanda, hopefully they seems like they're going in that direction. I hope they go in the direction of, like, House of M, where she is Magneto's daughter and whatnot, because that would be so awesome. And Elizabeth Olsen has said in her, like, What's in My Bag interview, I don't know how it came up during that. Oh, she had a little pop figure of herself.
Okay.
As Scarlet Witch, and she, like, confessed that she really, like, it's her dream to, like, say the line, like, no more mutants. And that's from House of M, and so I would love that. I hope that kind of comes in at some point. So yeah, definitely just any X-Men content as far as Marvel goes. Okay. I'm all for.
So yeah, we're excited for all of it. Another one that came out last year that it took me a little bit to not get into, but to watch on Disney Plus is Marvel Zombies.
I like What If too.
Yeah, the What If series has been a lot of fun.
I would love to see the Watcher in the live action Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah,
I would
he's
love
great.
to see him
Great voice too.
Play live action the Watcher. Because
Yeah.
I love like that kind of the What If stuff is kind of how I see the multiverse, because
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all just like what if to me.
Yeah.
I'm just and the Watcher, I like it. I don't know. I kind of like that universality figure that
where
he is.
they watch, but they're hands off.
Right, and he's he's like the Marvel, I guess, god, I guess you could say. And so I'd love to. That would help me kind of
seeing
figure all this out,
like an actual rendition, and especially like keep that as Jeffrey Wright. He is so good.
His voice is so.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect. So we're excited. Big year for movies. Be sure to check out our 2026 movie preview that we did for non-comic book movies. This one for comic book movies, again, as we mentioned. Oh, we got a couple things to show off from FAO Schwartz. They have a lot of cute characters. This is the Superman blob one. MSRP of $19.99. Super adorable, incredibly comfortable. Let Jordan play with it a little bit.
It is so cute. I love it.
They have a ton of
blob.
figures. Yeah, it's called a blob. You can get it from FAO Schwartz. And we got another one here. A nice little, what is it, vending machine? Ooh.
Yeah, Marvel little capsule vending machine. So, yeah, you get little like mystery figures on the back. I'll show you. It kind of tells you what your options are, like Iron Man, Hulk, and then you've got like the rare plus rare squishy. So I guess there's little squishies in there.
Little mystery packs. But,
you can get some rare metallic squishies there. And
the packaging is great. And a secret rare Iron Man gold. So very, very cool. Again, big thank you to our friends from FAO Schwartz. Be sure to check this out. We're going to see who's all paying attention out there. So here's what we're going to do. Email us, zdnpodcast@gmail.com, and say which one that you like the most or would rather have, or both, whatever you want to do. And that's it. That's all you got to do. We will do a raffle after this episode airs. We'll give you a week, and, get your friends, get your family involved. So just to kind of see who's watching us out there.
I say just tell us, and also in the email, tell us what your favorite, superhero project you're most excited for this year.
Perfect.
Too. Just
there you go. Yeah, we're going to have some fun here. Email us what your favorite project is coming out this year. and then you'll be entered in a drawing for one of two. So one of this or the vending machine. And be sure to put your name, or you can go to the website, popculturepodcast.com, go to contact us, tell us your favorite movie, just put FAO Schwartz in the title and go from there. We want more crowd and fan participation this year. We love y'all. We do this for fun because we love it. But, we love whoever's out there, whether if it's 5 people listening or 50,000 at the end of the day. We appreciate you. We hope you enjoy this as much as we enjoy putting this content out. This is why we do this. So, in the meantime, stay warm out there. It's February. This will probably air towards a little bit closer to the beginning of March. Mm-hmm. So be good. Be excellent to each other. Enjoy the Academy Awards coming up. On behalf of Knives, this is your boy El Nino, our baby Lucy, and we'll see you next time. Peace.